about jBloom and what makes it so special. Our community is incredible and one of the reasons why we do what we do. I'm Jennifer Bonacorsi, president and founder of jBloom, and tonight you'll hear stories from real women who have found their path to success here at jBloom. I'm joined by three amazing women, Lindsey, Chalisa, and Mandy, who have taken unique journeys with jBloom. They've discovered how jBloom offers more than just beautiful jewelry. It's personalization, quality, innovation, and most importantly, a supportive community. You'll also meet Becky Launder, who is our trainer here at jBloom, and Becky will be asking them a few questions. But you'll also want to listen closely to their stories because there's something here for everyone. We know this time is very busy and hectic, and it's easy to think that I'll hold off until 2025. But I really want to encourage you not to wait. This is such an exciting time to join us. You'll get started here at jBloom and you'll be able to take advantage of the holiday gifting, and jewelry is the #1 gift giving item this season. And our personalized jewelry, chill cups, and ornaments are on trend and make amazing gifts. We'll also be closing out our fall winter catalog, and that means your brand new customers can get jBloom jewelry in their hands for up to 50% off. And then we'll be launching a brand new collection to start off the year, and your customers will be the first to see it. Also, I have to mention permalinks. It's the hottest trend in jewelry, and in fact, we just reached a huge milestone here at jBloom of 400,000 permanent jewelry pieces sold. And company growth is up to 60% this year and continues to trend upward in 2025. You'll be launching your business with incredible momentum, not to mention they're earning 30% up to 40% in commission. Plus, we will have a ton of bonuses on the table for you to scoop up. If you're interested in learning more, be sure to click the link above or connect with the designer that invited you here tonight. Here at jBloom, we love our community and we are devoted to the direct selling model and believe that our incredible designers are the heart of jBloom. Tonight, you'll get to hear a few stories firsthand on how the jBloom experience has been a game changer for these ladies. Now I'm going to pass it off to Becky so that she can introduce to you Lindsey, Chalisa, and Mandy.
Thank you so much, Jen. It is such a treat to be here with everyone tonight. Welcome, welcome. I cannot wait to introduce you to these three fabulous ladies, Mandy, Lindsey, Chalisa. Welcome. How are you guys?
Hey, Becky.
Hey,
Hey,
girl.
we are
Hello.
so excited for this. As you're joining in, say hello. Let us know where you are joining from. It's always fun to see what cities are represented, what states are represented. And if somebody invited you here tonight, make sure you tag your jBloom designer in the comments. Let them know you are here. If you are one of our jBloom designers, say hello in the comments. We're also happy that you are here. And you all are in for a treat tonight. We have some incredible stories to share with all of you. So first up, I'm going to introduce Lindsey. We're going to pop back around to Chalisa and Mandy and then wrap things up with some fun rapid fire here at the end. But I have to mention that we love giving out prizes. And the more comments, the more engagement, the more action down below in the comments, the more prizes we can give out. If you are catching us live, we might have a couple prizes for you. If you're catching the replay, that's perfectly fine as well. We're going to pop in tomorrow with some bonus prizes, so you're not too late. So with that said, Lindsey, I'd love to introduce you first. I know you have such an incredible story that really began with a personalized gift, something that really kind of sparked your journey in such a meaningful way. So can you share with everyone about how this personal piece of jewelry brought you here to jBloom?
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having us on this call tonight. This is so fun. I'm Lindsey from Chino, California, Senior Director with jBloom. I've been here for over 9 years and just so blessed by this company. And so over 9 years ago, a dear friend of mine, Carolyn Vinadal, gave me a beautiful personalized jBloom necklace. Now the company was newer at the time. She gifted to me this beautiful surprise in the mail, and it was my three kids on some coins. The three things that I treasure the most, my children. And I had just had my last baby, so it was just the sweetest gift. And at the time, I was having a rough couple weeks. I was a young mom with three kids under 4 years old at the time, and it was flu season. They were all sick, and it was just a rough time. And so to go to the mail and randomly get this gift, that someone thought of me, put the things that mean the most to me on a piece of jewelry, I literally bawled at the mailbox. And that is how I was introduced to jBloom all those years ago. And so I wore that piece like crazy and I loved it. And I lost it randomly on a vacation. I was devastated. The baby just pulled on it and I didn't know, and I lost the necklace. And so I contacted Carolyn to get something in replacement of that. And the more I worked with her and dove into this jewelry and this catalog and just loved what I was seeing, I have always loved fashion and accessorizing. And she said, "Why don't you join?" I said, "Well, I've
Yeah.
never thought about that. I'm a busy nurse. I have three kids. My husband travels a lot. I could not add one more thing to my plate." But then the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I totally joined on a whim. I didn't even tell my husband, and I just did it because I wanted the discount and I wanted to gift jBloom to my friends and get my hands on more. And so, long story short, the more I dove into the company and realized how much my friends and family around me loved the jewelry and the product, I decided to go all in with the business. And so here we are 9 years later, and couldn't be more blessed by this company and the sisterhood and the team that I've been able to create all these years.
Oh my gosh, Lindsey. What a story, first off. But 9 years later, I'm sure that this business has grown in ways that you never even imagined. So here you are today. Tell us kind of what that journey has felt like for you, and what jBloom, how jBloom is a part of your life today. Are you still a nurse? Are you still out there working, doing mom life and jBloom, all the things?
Yes, I still do all the things. I've been a nurse for 15 years. I celebrated my 15th year nursing this year. And I'm an ICU nurse, and so very demanding job. But jBloom was such a blessing that it's so different. I still get to serve with jBloom, but just in a different way, in a fun and exciting and pretty way to serve my friends, teammates, customers. But back in the beginning, when the business was really taking off for me, was really exciting. I was gone a lot and doing events and stuff. And so I had to sit down with my husband and said, "Look, I've got some goals for this business, and I think I could really help us." We had bought a house before the market crashed back in '06, and we were renting. We had to sell that house. We were renting and had to start from scratch for a down payment on a new home eventually. And so that's around the time that jBloom really took off. My business really took off. And so I sat down with my husband and I told him what my goals were. And I said, "I want to pay 100% of the down payment of a house we will get with my jBloom business." And I got his buy-in, and I worked really hard for another year or two and was able to completely pay 100% of the down payment of our current home with my jBloom business. And so it's been such a blessing. Now my goals have shifted, and I'm able to pay for all the things that middle-aged kids need. For us, it's three kids in travel sports, which is
Yeah.
insanely expensive. And to just be blessed and to have the means to do that and live the life that I've imagined and dreamed for my family because of my jBloom business, and still get to enjoy the career that I worked so hard for, but also do something on the side too. And so
Yeah.
that's just kind of a little bit how my journey has been. Like I said, my goals have shifted. But I love getting now to be able to teach women to do the same and duplicate that, whatever their dreams and goals may be, to help support them as they decide to join too.
Oh, I love that, Lindsey. So good. And I'm sure jBloom has changed a lot in 9 years as well. And the story has unfolded in maybe ways and they didn't even imagine. So, back when you started, obviously personalized jewelry was a big driver for you. And of course, the entire catalog of beautiful pieces as well. And then enter permalinks. So maybe share a little bit about how permalinks have shaped your business today and how things have really changed in that sense over the last year or two.
Yeah, so really the bread and butter of our business and still is our beautiful personalized jewelry and pieces that we offer. I mean, unlike anything else you can do, go create a piece, personalize these pieces with custom designs free of charge. And so our customers absolutely love that. So getting to share that in homes at pop-ups. When COVID hit, we really shifted our focus to online and we got so much better with our online presence and doing online boutiques and stuff. And as my kids got busier, I loved the platform that I was able to not be in the home quite as much doing pop-ups, but work my online jBloom business by doing events and parties online was huge. But then a couple of years ago, enter Permalinks and the new system we created. It's like having one more vehicle and an amazing vehicle to be able to reach more people, be leaders in trending new jewelry designs with our Permalinks business. So since Permalinks launched a couple years ago, my team has exploded like crazy. My team volume has been crazy. I'm loving watching all the ladies on my team had wild success and have the best months they've ever had. But what I love about permalinks too is if that's not your jam and you love jBloom and the jewelry side, you can do that. If you want to focus just on permalinks and work that side of the business, you can do that. If you're like me and you want to marry both and have multiple ways to share your product, you can do that. So I just love one more avenue, one more vehicle that we can support our business with permalinks. But this trend has been a game changer, and I love the system that jBloom's created for us. Very duplicatable, safe, secure, simple system that I can just take my little business in a clutch. I can go link people on the ball field. I can go link everyone at work, all the nurses, the therapists, they all come to me because they know I got the jewelry. It takes a couple minutes on my lunch break. So I just love the different avenues that we can work our business.
I love that. So good. And you kind of already hit on this, but you got a lot going on. You have three kids in travel sports, you're working as a nurse, you have jBloom, and you're even saying like you're working, doing some permalinks on your lunch break. So any tips for those that might be listening in thinking, I got a full plate already? Like, I'm not sure there's one more thing I can add to it. How are you successfully juggling and making it all work?
Well,
The
some weeks are
million
better than
dollar
others.
question. We all want to know.
I'm grateful to work a business from my phone. Granted, not when you're in person doing actually permalinks on people, but to be able to market, to be able to reach and share people simply from my phone, worked my business from the nooks and crannies of my schedule. I love a paper calendar. So squeezing any little event I can in between the crazy shifts or sports practice or drop-offs. Sharing to social media, I try to share so much to social media so people, you know, they know exactly where I'll be. But mostly just working my business in the nooks and crannies and from my phone has been a game changer for
That
sure.
is incredible. So good. Well, thank you, Lindsey. We're not quite done. We're going to come back and do some rapid fire questions here at the end. But next up, I want to bring up Chalisa. There we go. Hey, girl, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me on tonight. It's great to be here with you guys.
Oh, we are so excited you're here. And I'm excited for you to share a little glimpse into your story. So I know that you got started with jBloom after your previous company closed. So a kind of bittersweet transition there. And I know that many listening are in the midst of maybe a transition or kind of thinking about when one door closes, what door opens next for them. So I'd love for you to share, what that felt like and what that experience was for you moving into jBloom after you had really, really incredible success at your previous company.
Oh, thanks. Well, yeah. So the former company I was with, 16 and a half years I spent there, and I built a incredible business, thanks to the good Lord above. And it came to an abrupt close with about 30 days notice. And to say I was devastated at first is probably putting it mildly. I probably was slinging snot left and right because it was all I had known for 16 and a half years. I had quit to stay home with my boys from my full-time job. And so I had really just built a business there and friendships and community and sisterhood. And the thought of it coming to a close and not having that ever again was devastating to me. It really was just, the thought was devastating because I wasn't ready. Sometimes we're looking for something different or a job to be over, but I loved what I did. I loved who I served, and I loved my sideline sisters and upline and downline, and I just couldn't imagine it being over. So that transition was hard. And I spent probably the first 2 weeks in a funk and really just in denial that this was going to be over. And I really went into overdrive mode. Like, if I work harder, it's probably not going to close, with the reality that it was still closing. And it just really was like that. And so I really didn't know if I would go back into this direct sales thing again. I didn't know if this is what God had for me next. I really couldn't say. I just was like, I'm going to take it to prayer. And so that's always a very important thing to me. And discussion with my husband about where I should be and what I should do. And so with those things in mind, I still had young kids in high school that were right before their senior year of high school. So that was devastating, thinking we have travel ball, just like Lindsey shared. We have a lot of expenses with travel ball. We have, swim team, basketball. What am I going to do now? I can't not work. And so long story short, about a few days before Christmas, I really don't even know what kind of inspired it, except for that a sweet girl who's on my team now. It's one of my sweet friends, who's one of my level 1 designers here at jBloom. I'm so honored. Messaged me and she's like, "Have you ever heard of jBloom?" And I was like, "No, who are they?" And at that point, they were only about 7 years old. And so she's like, "I don't know, but I think they're worth checking out." So I was like, "Well, why don't you check them out?" And she's like, "Well, I have been." So I decided I would take a peek. And so little did I know I would take a peek. And then I kind of maybe delved a little bit further. I might have saw Lindsey on Instagram. I might have saw some other people on Instagram or Facebook. I Googled everything I could Google about the Bonacorsis. And at the end of the day, I was like, I just need to have a conversation with them to see maybe if this could be a good fit for me, and to see what jBloom is about. Who are they? What do they do? The thing that did intrigue me was that we had just added personalization with our other company, and that they did personalization. So that was the thing besides the jewelry that stuck out the most to me.
That's amazing. Well, we're so happy you landed here. And, when you got started with jBloom, was there things that maybe surprised you or things that really impressed you from the get-go?
I think from the get-go, just how much that the corporate office and even our owners are behind you, the sisterhood that's cheering you on and comes around you, and that is just so excited that you're here and that you're going to be a part of this community. I think if you're looking for something like that, like this place is unmatched. And so that filled a huge void for me right away, that I was going to be able to have this community again.
That is awesome. And I think what I heard, the happy ending to the story, is that you ended up surpassing even your best sales year at your previous company. So what do you think it was that really hooked in your customers, and as your team grew, what do you think it is about jBloom that everyone just kind of falls in love with?
I think A, the personalization, B, the price point. We have an incredible price point. Like, it's unbeatable. It really is. It's a great price point, great quality product. They're getting a beautiful product, especially if they get personalized. I mean, that is a special, special treat for someone to be able to personalize handwriting or pictures, pets, people, and gift that to somebody. Like Lindsey said, her kiddos' names. That really touches their hearts. And so that endears this company to them. Our turnaround, I'm just saying, like, we're near next to Amazon. We're not Amazon, but we're near next to it. We're Clamazon. No, I'm teasing. We're really not. But I mean, my customers rave. They rave all the time. They're like, jBloom amazes us at how fast they turn our orders around, and then we get our product. And customers care about that nowadays in the society we live in. So that, and I just think that we have such great systems in place here. And I think that was one of the things that gave me security right from the beginning, is that they had a plan. I could see the plan. I could see where we were going. And that made me trust this company and the founders and the leaders so much.
That's incredible. Well, speaking of leaders, you are one of the top leaders here at jBloom. What kind of support have you received in leadership to really hit those big goals that you have?
So the support I think is wonderful because we have so many ways to engage with each other, from Facebook groups to meetups. The owners of the company meet up with us as executive directors and above. So we get to see kind of what the company is thinking about, where we're going. They ask for our feedback. And I cannot tell you, coming from even a company of 16 and a half years before, I was a top retailer, top team builder, and things there. I really wasn't ever asked on a couple occasions to give some feedback. Like it just wasn't in 16 and a half years. It just was kind of unheard of. And so I love that I feel seen and I feel valued and I feel known here. And I don't just feel that way because of being a leader, but I watch my girls, and that is what you can tell by my face sends me over the moon. Because for them to walk into a conference and Jen Bonacorsi knows their name when she reaches out her hand to greet them, or that she takes time to wish them a happy birthday, all of those things make jBloom stand out to me leaps and bounds, because it's about people, and this business is about people. Growth is about people, and that's how you grow a team, and that's how you grow a company. And so I'm just thankful that they pour into us in the ways they do, from leadership conference to national conferences, the training. We have toolkits. I mean, there's really nothing we don't have. It's so good.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Well, thank you for sharing a bit of your journey to jBloom with us. I'm sure many can relate to that. And it's an incredible time to be part of the jBloom family. So thank you,
It really is.
Chalisa.
You're welcome.
Um,
Thank you.
I'm going to pop over to Mandy next. Let's see if I can bring Mandy up. Hello, hello. How are you,
Hello.
Mandy?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. I'm so happy you're here.
Well, thank
Because
you for
your
having me.
journey maybe took a little different path, right? You got started with jBloom as a side business. It was just kind of something you were dabbling in, but quickly found yourself diving in and having some really big wins and a community to support you on your side. So, can you tell us a little bit about what drew you into jBloom initially? And what role the community here at jBloom has played in that journey?
So, a lot like Chalisa, I too was with another company that abruptly closed their doors, same company. And my journey looked a little different. When that company closed, I did have the 4 days of fetal position crying and not knowing what I was going to do. I was there for 13 years. And again, it's do you want to continue? Do you want to be what you were before? Because it's just a time of uncertainty. You just don't know what the future holds. And so I took a little bit longer to get here. I was with another company for a minute before, and it just wasn't for me. So I didn't know if this was for me anymore. But community is super important to me. And I saw so many of my friends loving everything about jBloom that it just kind of made sense that I just give it a try, just a little dabble. It was just a try. And I had no intentions of growing a team, selling a lot of jewelry, being all the places. I was just going to have fun with my community online, just have fun with my friends. I do love all of my jewelry lady friends. And so that's really what brought me. And God is funny, and he has plans that we don't, and he totally has changed really my outlook on my business, my outlook on how I'm supposed to be in my business and who I'm supposed to be in my business. And so it definitely has changed, and it is largely because of the community that I had before. That's really what brought me here, but the community that has grown and the community that has been built since is really what keeps us going. So yeah.
I love that. Okay, so I want to talk to you about permalinks because I know that this has been such a game changer for you, not only in terms of sales, but also in terms of building your team and supporting others on the way. So tell us what Permalinks has done for your business in the last little bit.
So I love being the jewelry lady, period. I love all things jBloom. I love the regular jewelry. I love the permalinks. I love the online community that we can build with our VIPs. But the people that we meet, the people that we get to impact, the people that we get to touch and hear their stories with permalinks is just, we just have so much more reach with the permanent jewelry because it is such a hot trend right now and everybody either wants it or wants to do it. It just really gives us the opportunity to be with the people, whether you're at somebody's house and you're hanging out with 15 ladies and you're talking to them and celebrating something that's super important to them, or you're at a festival or a vendor event where you're just having lines and lines of people and you're hearing their stories and you're making connections. I think Permalinks and the permanent jewelry in general has just given us the opportunity to be with so many more people, to connect with so many more people. It's definitely a great way to help us build the community because of shiny, sparkly jewelry. I mean, that's really what we do is we grow community with jewelry.
Yeah. Oh, I love that perspective so much. And I love that, you know, it kind of started out like I got this online community and we have that way to sell, but we also have permalinks, which obviously you need to be in person to put a bracelet or an anklet or you know, on somebody. It's kind of an intimate experience. You're like all real close to them, right? But it gives you an opportunity to kind of get to do the best of both worlds. You have online, you have in person. Maybe share a little bit about how your initial goal has shifted because, like you said, you were like, I'm just going to give this a try. I'm just going to dabble a little bit here and there. But I feel like you've really found your passion in leading others, and we can hear that in your voice. So how has this journey really changed in terms of your goals?
You are correct in that we joke that I had no goals coming in. None. I was no goals, Mandy is who I was deemed. It's what it was. And it was okay with me. And I surely did not want to sponsor. And I say this name, I can say it and be okay with it, that I didn't want to grow a team, but it kind of almost hurts my heart that was my mindset because the team and the community is one of the best parts of being in an organization like this is the people that you get to meet, whether they're from Chino or they're from Kentucky, or we just meet people from everywhere. And so those people are really what makes this business so special. And it started slowly. I mean, even in the first, I say it started slowly. My team grew slowly, but it didn't happen slowly. The first month that I was in, I had 2 ladies reach out to me that wanted to join the team. And I did everything but tell them absolutely not. You cannot join me because I'm not sponsoring people. That was literally, it took everything I had to send them a link to join. But they're still here and they're doing amazing things and they've helped build our community. And just meeting people that want to be a part of something that's so amazing. And not everybody wants to sponsor and grow a team, and not everybody wants to have 7,000 events in a year. And that's what's so great is that you get to build community with people who are either like-minded or and want to do the things that you want to do, but you also get to nurture and love on those ladies that just want to make $200 a month and sell 5 permanent bracelets a week. And it's really amazing to get to know all of the different people and be able to help them grow. And someday their goals may change and they may go from not wanting to sponsor to having, for me, my modest team. We've got 90 people in our team, and I do believe that is a modest number. But it started out being 0. It started out being me, and that's how I was okay with that. And just to see how it grows when you water it a little bit, how it blooms when you just give it a little bit of nurture and you just kind of pour yourself into it. It's really amazing.
Oh, that is beautiful. So good, Mandy. I love that each of you have such maybe different journeys and how you landed here, but there's similarities along the path as well. So I thought here at the end, we would just kind of spice things up a little bit and do some rapid fire questions. Keep in mind, over in the chat, we are watching you and looking for prizes. So make sure that you are commenting and you are letting us know that you like prizes because we're real close to some prizes here.
I like
So-
prizes.
Everyone wants prizes, right? Okay, so let's just have some fun here. And I picked really hard questions for you guys. So get ready for this. Rapid fire question number 1. What is your favorite jBloom piece?
Ooh, I'd say for me, I love the Nile bracelet. This little stretch bracelet makes a statement. My favorite. I reach for it every day.
Beckett, I love the beaded necklace. Love it. It's probably my everyday staple.
That was my answer. My Beckett necklace. I'm not a charm necklace girl, but for some reason, this Beckett necklace has me putting all the charms on and a big hoop. You have to have a big hoop.
Yes.
The Holland
Big
hoop.
hoop.
You got to wear your hoops. So that's. Do we
Oh,
have
I
are
love-
we twins right now?
No,
No.
I've got
Yeah.
the Black Friday special Rosie on.
Okay.
She's
Ooh.
so cute,
She's cute.
girls.
So cute. What is one word to describe the jBloom community?
Ooh, sisterhood.
I told you
Are you
guys, these
going?
are hard questions.
I know my word is delightful. That is my word in general, but it definitely describes what I feel about jBloom. Delightful.
Irreplaceable.
Ooh, so good. So good. Okay. Favorite time to work, morning or night?
Morning.
I say night. And the kids go to bed.
Nighttime.
No.
So fun. Silver or gold?
Gold.
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 I love it. Here's a real hard one. Personalized or permanent?
Both.
Personalized
You're
permanent
like, don't
works,
make me
but
choose.
Don't make me choose. Both.
I say
Both.
permanent if I have to pick one.
Okay. All right.
Both.
Because you just get up and it's on and you're good. You don't have to think about it.
It's a hard one. That's a hard one, Becky.
I know.
Hard.
I know. I'm bringing it to you guys. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Beach.
All day.
Beach.
Okay. We're all beach girls. All right.
Beach.
And going to the beach soon? Anyone going to the beach soon?
Especially when we're together at the beach.
Yes.
Incentive trips to the beach?
And
Okay.
it's free. You didn't
Free
have to pay
incentive
for
Beach
trips
it.
is
to the
even
beach.
better.
Free
And you know you
plus
can-
beach. Yes.
Yes.
So good.
You know you can
Favorite
count
way
on it every year.
favorite way to recharge? Free trips to the beach. What else?
I love going to the gym and then maybe getting a coffee on the way back. That's makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
I love going to the gym, but I also love going to the movies and getting in that cozy recliner chair, packing a little blanket, turning my phone on sleep, which is the quietest it ever is in about a 2-hour span, and just like totally checking out. Like, I just love it. It's fun. I love to do it.
So fun.
I do love a good nap, but I would say travel. We are a travel family, and if we could put me on a cruise ship, I'm that's about the happiest I'll be. So.
So good. And lastly, one thing you can't work without.
Okay, I know. Family support,
Okay.
if we're being like sensitive, and Post-its. So 2 things. I have to have Post-its.
I love me some Post-its.
Ooh. For me, it's my old school agenda and
Mhm.
highlighters. My favorite highlighters.
Pretty pens.
Color coordinated, good office supplies. I just feel more organized. So I see.
You're my people. You're my
Exactly.
people.
Yes. Yes.
A cup full of pens.
A daily checklist. I always have a checklist. I make it the night before I go to bed for the next day, so I know what is top of mind. And this is only one of 3 different colored pens, pencils, markers. Like, I have an obsession with colored pens and pencils and markers. Yeah. Lindsey, I'm still a paper calendar girl too, girl. I will never. No, I have to see it,
Same.
girl. I want to see it
Same.
and hold. Yes.
Mm-mm.
And that's why I need all these colored pens and markers to make it look cute. Yes, make it cute.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, if it's not on my calendar, Google Calendar, it doesn't happen.
That's all I got.
Oh,
I don't even do
there we go,
paper. That's
Mandy.
it.
Yep.
I wish I could be like that, but it's never going to happen.
No, I can't. What are those dots? I can't understand all those dots.
They're like your colored markers. They're just on a computer.
Oh my goodness. Well, I thank the world of the three of you. Thank you for spending your evening with us. And as we wrap up, I just want to share a couple of quick next steps in order to get all those prizes and all that good stuff. Whether you are looking at high quality jewelry or the power of personalization or the community that we're building together, there is no better time than right now. And I've been sharing this theme in a lot of what I've been doing lately, but this is not on the 2025 checklist. Like, this is on the we can do this right now here together. The timing is right. jBloom is growing faster than ever. We would absolutely love for you to be a part of it. And I hope something you heard here today sparked a little curiosity in you. And if you're thinking, maybe I'm feeling that nudge to learn a little bit more about how jBloom could shape my journey or create my own story, or maybe it is a couple $100s a month or a little side gig just to dabble around, right, Mandy? We want to encourage you to reach out to the person that invited you here tonight. If you don't have a jBloom designer, we are happy to connect you with one. There is a link in the caption above. You can click on that. We will find someone that will speak with you and give you all the information and answer all of your questions. And of course, if you have somebody that invited you here tonight, thank them for inviting you. Share what your favorite part of tonight was. And we're a pretty fun little low pressure community over here, if you haven't noticed. So sometimes things just pop in your life at exactly the right time. So please, please, please get in touch with who invited you here tonight. Click the link above to learn more. And ladies, thank you for being here with me. This was so much more fun with the three of you. So thank you again, Mandy, Lindsey, Chalisa. You're amazing. And I love to continue to follow your journey as it continues to unfold here at jBloom. So thank you all for being here tonight. And
Thanks,
prizes
Becky.
are coming. Comment
Thank
for prizes.